it's a lesser of, I think when you vote the Democrat or Republican Party here in the U.S., you're voting a lesser of two evils, so I'm really kind of torn. I think that I should, on one hand, I think I should use my, exercise my right to vote because of ancestors who died and ancestors and people, you know, who last election didn't even have their vote counted. So I think that I should exercise that right. On the other hand, I don't think the Democratic Party has my interests in mind either, so.
Voting is only step one. People need to volunteer for choice. People need to give money for choice. People need to talk about choice and be proud to be pro-choice.
Daily action, education is really what's going to make the change, because no matter who we vote for, we're still going to have to be in the streets and we're still going to have to be talking to people and trying to make a difference every day through our lives and what we do, what we say, and how we act. Who we vote for is only going to make a certain amount of difference.
Will not be stifled. We will remain brave and angry as long as women's health and lives are in jeopardy. Reproductive freedom is a human right, and friends, rights have no borders.
Show me what a feminist looks like.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Show me what a feminist looks like.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Racism and sexism and classism is an inherent part of this march. I mean, it's entrenched in it. People here are racist. People here are sexist. People here are classist. I mean, we all have that. We all can have those things in us, I guess. But just because you're here and you're pro-choice doesn't mean you're anti-racist. Doesn't mean you're anti-war. In fact, I had a friend who mentioned, where were all these people during the anti-war demonstrations down here? And you would think that the politics of these people and anti-war people would be linked. But, you know, we're just talking about war on our bodies, and we need to be thinking about war on women's bodies everywhere.
We live in a country with a health care crisis, a crisis that profoundly and directly affects women's lives. 87% of counties in the United States do not have a doctor that provides abortion services. That means 1 out of every 3 women live in a county with no abortion provider. There is a critical shortage of doctors, and it is threatening to make what we know now as Roe versus Wade irrelevant. Only 1 of 5 medical schools includes education about basic options counseling in their curriculum. And even more appallingly, Viagra. Viagra receives more required class time on average than either contraception or abortion. Viagra. Abortion is one of the most common medical procedures, yet medical students are not being trained to provide them.
Most of them are
masses of us marching along, we're seeming so much more life-affirming today than those with the bloody pictures shouting, shame, shame, guilt, guilt, shame, guilt. Like, which is who was my favorite sign today was the one that just said, trust women. I thought that said it all.
I was just told that we have made history today with 1,150,000 marchers.
When I see a lot of people coming together to fight for something that's important, it gives me a little warm spot in my heart. It makes me feel good inside. It gives me hope for the human race.
I'm pro-choice too, and I firmly believe that a woman's right to choose should not be decided on Capitol Hill in a smoke-filled room full of grumpy old rich guys. So let a woman's choice be heard.